Hello, nerdologists. Today I'm going to continue the discussion on book to movie adaptations because this is a really interesting topic. And I think it's interesting for me to look at movies because I never really examined them critically until kind of recently, a little bit freshman year, but then for one of my classes last semester, we had to watch 10 different Western films and critique them and look at themes and stuff in them. And the thing was, I would watch a movie and then we'd go to class and the professor would start talking about, oh, like, look at this piece here and how that contradicts something that happened earlier. Whereas I read the movie as just a very straightforward plot and I never realized there was so much other stuff going on in there. So I think that makes movies an interesting medium for storytelling because they have to appeal to a general audience in order to make money. So there's a very clear storyline usually. You've got character development, you've got foreshadowing, you've got a message or a theme to the movie. And you don't always have that in books. Books can be more ambiguous in this area, which sometimes is nice to have that ambiguity, but other times it's nice just to have the straightforwardness of a movie. When I was thinking about this, I was thinking about Lord of the Rings, and I've read the first two books of Lord of the Rings, and I've read The Hobbit twice now. I like The Hobbit better because the plot makes more sense to me, but I love the movies. And part of it is whether I read the book first or watch the movie first. Whichever one comes first, I tend to like that one more. And so I saw The Lord of the Rings before I read the book. And Peter Jackson and all the other people who work on those movies are really good at taking the story and kind of making it make more sense. For instance, I don't know if you guys have seen The Hobbit, but you should have totally seen The Hobbit. And in The Hobbit, Thorin, one of the dwarves, really hates the elves, which was not in the book. But it really helps to guide the movie and provide more motivation for his character. So good job, movies, for making books make more sense. I especially found this true, not a movie adaptation, but Wicked, the play. The book is really confusing and weird, and it was good, but it was weird. And then the musical just made it beautiful and gave it songs and made it have a message, because I had no idea what the message of that book was. It was just confusing. And so I think it's good that we have these two different mediums to explore different aspects, though I do want to explore more in my own life the idea of how movies can be more, what's the word I'm looking for, complex than I originally think they are. Another idea I wanted to mention was that maybe we should consider movie adaptations to be sort of fan fiction of the original books. For me, that makes a lot of sense, especially when you're dealing with, I was thinking of Sherlock, because I've read one of the original Sherlock stories, but I love the modern adaptation. Oh, modern adaptations can be really awesome. And so you're still kind of staying true to the ideas and some of the plot points of the original thing, but you're making it better. And this is also the way I tend to view the Harry Potter movies, because there are some cool things that go on in the Harry Potter movies, but if you're expecting them to be faithful adaptations of the book, that's not really gonna happen, because those are some really long books. Though Harry Potter is also difficult because it tries to stay true to the books, so if you haven't read the books, the movies probably don't make a lot of sense. I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing that books and movies don't always line up, even though they're supposed to be the same story. Because if you look at it like it's fan fiction, I love fan fiction because it allows you to explore different areas of this story or this world that someone else has already created. And so it's interesting to explore new ideas. For instance, if you've read the book Ella Enchanted, and seen the movie, those two basically have nothing in common. But I really like the book and I really like the movie, even though they're really different because they explore totally different themes in the book and the movie. So that's about all I have to say on the subject. Chelsea, I look forward to hearing what you think about this on Friday. Also, if you want to talk about other stuff, that's fine. But I'd be interesting to know your thoughts about the Chronicles of Narnia and how they made those into movies, because I saw the movie and then read the book, and I thought they were really similar and kind of prefer The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the movie, to the book. Probably just because I saw that first. But my friend who did it in the reverse order thinks that they're totally different and definitely prefers the book over the movie. And so I know you like that, and I want to get a third opinion on this subject. So, yeah, I will see you all next week. Bye.